What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's pandemic update for Sunday, May 7th, 2023. Starting off with India today, India adds another 2,380 fresh COVID-19 infections. They also added another 15 fatalities today, or deaths, to their count. So it's good to see India is still dropping. Alrighty, now we have to go to something that we have not talked about in a very long time. Those who started following or subscribing to my channel back in the early days of my channel, back in last July when we started this channel, remember that we used to do a little update at the end of the day on monkeypox. Well, something has happened. We got to talk about monkeypox again. Monkeypox is making somewhat of a return. So here's my website. As you all know, this is my site, datareport.info, and it's a message board format layout. I mainly archive stuff. Well, we come down here and look at this. I added today a monkeypox section, and there's a good reason for this. Because, look at this. 3 stories that I've already added or shared about in relation to monkeypox that I wanted to archive because unfortunately, monkeypox is starting to make a return. We have a monkeypox case that was detected in Australia. Chicago is starting to see monkeypox cases once again. And down in Mexico, 19 people are being monitored for the possibility of monkeypox. Take a look here. Howard Brown Health says, we have identified a resurgence in cases of monkeypox, Mpox, in the Chicago area. For more information, read the full press conference on our website. And let's take a look at that. Howard Brown Health identifies monkeypox. Chicago, Illinois. This is back on May 5th. Howard Brown Health has identified a resurgence in monkeypox cases in the Chicago area. As of that morning, we'll say. The agency has diagnosed 7 new cases of monkeypox since April 17th, with results from tests performed this week still pending. That's not good, and you gotta wonder, are other places in the United States even bothering to test for monkeypox right now? Remember, it's spring, folks. This is the time of year where people go out and they start doing their spring, garden cleanouts and whatnot. And so, some people get poison ivy. And the point I'm trying to make is, no, you're not getting monkeypox from poison ivy or plants. But a lot of doctors may question, say, well, did you do any spring cleaning? Maybe that's what you have. Or did you get bit by any mosquitoes or whatnot? Oh, you just have a bunch of mosquito bites. And the point is, I think we're really lacking monkeypox testing at the moment. And I think it's time we start ramping up monkeypox testing again. Because if we're seeing random cases pop up, that's telling me that it's starting to spread again, and we're probably missing a lot of cases. It also would appear interesting, now that we're starting to come into the warmer season, it also would appear that monkeypox is a virus that's going to behave in the warmer months. Remember last year we had that wave that grew in the summertime, and then it got bigger as we headed into midsummer, and then as soon as the cold season came, down went the monkeypox cases. Did we completely eradicate it? No, we probably missed some cases during the colder months, but the point is, monkeypox is still out there, and monkeypox is starting to make a return. Now we come to this over in Australia. Fears of monkeypox are starting to spread as a man fell ill with monkeypox. So it's something that we are watching, and should it grow further, I will continue to update on that section of the site that I just started today. And should it grow further, well, you'll hear more monkeypox news as we find it here in our updates. And hopefully it doesn't get to the point where we have to go back to doing monkeypox update videos again. But who knows? It's early in the season. And as you know, many people have warped immunity from COVID. So it's anyone's guess as to what is going to happen. All right. Speaking of warped immunity, there's a tuberculosis case that has been found in Henderson, Kentucky. Parents were notified last Wednesday after someone at the McGarry Middle School was diagnosed with an active tuberculosis case. According to the Vanderbilt County Health Department, not everyone exposed to TB becomes sick. Although TB is spread similar to the flu, it is not as contagious, but Again, like I just said, with warped COVID immunity, it's anything goes, because we've seen viruses that shouldn't be spreading real rapidly. Now they are, because of the COVID pandemic causing the immunity issue. Alright, moving on to this, our last news story of the day. And check this out. This is from News Nation. I absolutely love News Nation. If you don't watch that channel on TV, start watching it. If you don't get that channel, call your cable provider and tell them to watch it. No, I'm not advertising for News Nation. I'm just telling you, I love News Nation. They have a whole bunch of people on there that are great. It's straight down the middle. They're not far to the left, far to the right. They're fantastic. And listen to this. This is coming from News Nation. Dozens get COVID after attending CDC conference. Now, you knew there was a COVID outbreak there last week, but let's read down a little further. We learned some new things. They said that Fox reports there were about 2,000 people attending the conference. Now, you've heard me say in the past, I don't like Fox News, but so what? We just found out there were 2,000 people at that conference, and now they're saying dozens have gotten COVID-19, and there's multiple reports saying it. So this is telling me, if there were 2,000 people there, this outbreak is much bigger than we know about. It wouldn't surprise me if the number of positive cases, or did they even test for every case? Wouldn't surprise me if the number of cases is well into the 100s, or above 100s. And we don't know of any deaths or hospitalizations so far, but the fact this is happening under the CDC's watch is bad. And the fact that it's timed right when Rochelle Lewinsky left. She left right as this happened. So what's this telling you? She's basically has given up, I guess? I don't know. Alright, if you haven't seen earlier today, we did a wastewater update. It's the video just before this. We had nothing in COVID history today, which is why we're skipping over that tab. And here's wastewater. We did that update earlier. And take a look here at the transmission map. 557 counties are in high, 354 are in substantial, 1,437 are in moderate, 775 are in low transmission. Iowa is great because Iowa does not report to the CDC anymore. Hopefully, the new CDC director will keep this map going and also require that Iowa starts reporting again. That's going to happen because I think, as you all know, there's money involved. Someone's paying them to not do this stuff anymore. Something is going. Someone's telling them, stop reporting that. We want to make our money. I don't know. I'm just speculating. It's utterly ridiculous. We track flu cases, but here we are. We're ending the CDC's transmission map on COVID, which is way different than flu and causes a heck of a lot more issues than flu. Take a look at the latest top variants, and as you know, XBB.1.5 is in the lead at 66.9%, XBB.1.16, 12.5%, XBB.1.91, 9.4%, XBB.1.92, 3.7%, XBB.2.3, 2.7%, XBB.1.51, 2.4%, FD.2 is 1.6%. I suspect, given we are in variant soup, at some point XBB.1.5 is going to drop below 50%, but when it does so, it may still be in the lead, just because you have all these other candidates that could go up. And the two that are most concerning right now is XBB.1.16 and XBB.2.3. The only place XBB.1.91 is really doing well in, as you know, is Region 7, which is where that Iowa outbreak is. Alright, moving on to this. We have nothing today from B&O, and we'll just go run over New Jersey real quickly. Nothing's changed. New Jersey confirmed cases, 182 cases. New probable cases, 64. And it does say there's one death here. And I don't recall there being a death yesterday. Was there? I don't know. If not, it updated deaths today. And moving on to hospital census, they do have, let's see here, 187 people in hospital still, 15 people in ventilators, and 20 people in the ICU. Alright, taking a look here at Philadelphia. This is some bad news. EMS calls yesterday. There was a whopping 811 ambulance calls. As you know, it's been in the mid to upper 700s for multiple days, and now it's turned over 811. And I can tell you what, there's potential today could be big as well, because just locally here, I have heard a lot of ambulances again this morning. And I know the burbs this morning, the suburbs of Philadelphia, were absolutely swamped with EMS calls early this morning. It has calmed down there now, but there were a lot of EMS calls there this morning. Taking a look at Mountain City Medical Center, that does not update on the weekend. It's a hospital in Center County, Pennsylvania. Just 2 hospitalizations there as of Friday. We'll get an update from them tomorrow. Hopefully it stays low. New York State does not update on the weekends. On Friday's update, there were 520 cases, 1.7% positivity, 1.5% was the 7-day average. New York State continues to be low. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, because once XBB 116 or 2.3 finally decide to take over, we will see a new wave across the country. Alrighty, taking a look at New York State hospitalizations, 595 in the hospital, 66 people in the ICU. And let's end today on a little bit of international data. Worldwide, cases are down 27%. Weekly change in deaths is down 39%. South Korea, cases up 4%, deaths down 28%. Japan, cases down 13%, deaths down 32%. Then we come down here to India. India is now down 55% on cases and 28% on deaths. Vietnam, cases are now dropping. They're down 16%. Deaths, they had 8 in the last week. So with the wave they had there, that was a fairly quick wave, and we're seeing that with a lot of countries where they have these really rapid waves. Philippines, whoa. Cases now up 108%. This is a little bit more of a sustained wave, and their deaths are up 900%. That's because they previously had 0 deaths, and they added 9 this time. Then we come down here to Austria. Cases are down 26%, deaths are down 88%. New Zealand, cases are down 72%, deaths are down 73%. Thailand, cases are now up 66%. Deaths have doubled over the last week, 10 deaths this week. Afghanistan, cases up 117%. Let's take a look here. Any more? Myanmar has a 114% increase in cases, so they're definitely seeing a wave now. And no deaths this week versus 2 deaths the previous week. And I think that about does it for today. Thanks for watching this update. I'll see you all again next time. But until I see you again next time, which will be tomorrow, I need you to test negative, stay safe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great afternoon.